In today's episode, we are in the heart of Old Orcutt, California. Tucked between the rolling hills and friendly neighbors is El Vinero, a wine tasting room that buzzes with effervescent local crowds. Today's guest, Jordan Crabtree, knows how to capture this vibrant spirit and pour it into a glass. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, yeah. I'm glad I opened this one.
Yay.
Should we start off with the cheers?
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, is this what we're supposed to do?
Eye contact. Eye contact.
Eye contact. Eye contact. Cheers.
It's one thing I had pounded in my head over in Europe. It's like,
Eye contact.
Jordan, don't cheers without making eye contact.
Why?
It's disrespectful.
Oh, it's disrespectful.
Oh, yeah.
Everywhere or just in Europe?
In Europe, because us as Americans, they don't do it.
We're always on our
We
phones.
don't do it, I should say.
Did you learn how to make wine in Europe?
No, I learned how they make wine in Europe. Yeah, I would say I went over there with some experience, but yeah, that was why I went over there, is to learn how they do it. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is so good.
I know, it is very good.
Jordan, thank you for sitting down with us today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Finally nailed me down.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes.
We just want to thank you for your time today. Today's guest is Jordan, and he's a winemaker, and he is in Orcutt on the Central Coast. He was born and raised here, and we just want to learn a little bit about what got you into wine, why you love it, why you chose the Central Coast or this particular area, and just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you for having me, and Natalie, thank you for continuing to, my own tasting room staff struggles to get me in here sometimes. But yeah, definitely a winemaker, but I'd like to say I'm a wine grower first. El Vinero, the brand name, that's what it means, the wine grower, or you could argue it's the vintner. So
I never knew that.
Yeah, I mean, my philosophy is farming first, so the wine's made in the vineyard. So the winemakers get all the credit, so I like to put the spotlight on being a wine grower first, but this is what we're doing though. So yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're born and raised here on the Central Coast?
Yeah, just a local, a local
Not
scallywag
just a
from Santa
local?
Maria. Yeah, born and raised Santa Maria, Orcutt, grew up from day one. Obviously, I went to school with your husband.
Yes.
For a
You
long
guys were
time.
actually in, was it Forest Rangers? Or
Fire Explorers, yeah.
Fire Explorers.
Yeah, once upon a time I wanted to be a firefighter, but
When you guys were
Firefighter
little kids?
turned
that,
winemaker.
not even little kids. We were like 15.
You were? Oh my gosh, that makes it even worse.
How was being a firefighter a bad
that's
thing?
great. No, that's
Oh,
great.
I love that.
Yeah, that was my first idea, but that didn't last very long. So after the Fire Explorers, I was already into baseball, and that's really kind of where my focus was at until I started facing injuries and basically, moving on to junior college, still trying to play with injuries. That dream pretty much quickly washed away. Yeah. But that also led me to the school vineyard at Hancock, and yeah, I owe a lot of what I'm doing now to that experience, because it really sparked my interest, passion, just really developed a love of the labor, and yeah, that's where it all started, Hancock.
And then I heard that, so you're at Hancock, but then did you go study in Europe as well?
I did, but before that, I went to Cal Poly, managed the vineyard and farmed the grapes to make wine there. Made the wine there in 2012. Graduated in 13, and found my way over to Europe for a master's program in Switzerland.
Wow.
That's awesome.
My advisor at the time, he was the one, Keith Patterson, rest in peace. He was the one that was like, Jordan, if you ever get a chance to check out the Swiss wine scene, you need to. And at that point, I didn't even know Switzerland had a wine scene. Most people don't.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
didn't
at
know
all.
that either.
They make a lot of wine, but they pretty much consume it all. They don't export wine, which is
Yeah.
pretty cool. If you ask me.
That's what it's made for.
Made to drink.
Yeah, but yeah, this master's program came up. They came over and did a presentation at Cal Poly, and myself and another student applied, and we got accepted, and they were offering two $20,000 interest-free loans, which basically was the only way I was able to do it. So that was nice, and yeah, found myself across the pond in September of 2013.
How long were you there for?
2 years. Yeah.
And what was your favorite? Was Switzerland like the best place that you learned to study wine, or did you explore like Italy and the rest of Europe?
I didn't get to explore as much as I would like to. I mean, Switzerland was where my university was based out of. I lived there. All the studies were there. But I took a liking to northern France, or northern Rhone Valley in France. Right when I got there, I had a buddy from Cal Poly doing, they call it a stage, but it's basically just an internship for harvest. So he was over there, so he invited us over to come visit and barbecue and hang out, and ended up hitting it off with his friends and coworkers there. And even after his harvest, I stayed friends with the guys we met.
I love that.
Notably Vincent Ponte, which is a local there, and another friend, Nick Candy, who was actually from New Zealand but living in France at the time.
Oh wow.
So I found myself going over there every weekend that I could, just to hang out and work in the vineyards and winery and drink good wine.
Yeah.
What an
Eat French
experience of
food.
a
Yeah.
lifetime.
Was there like a certain varietal that you
Yes,
focused
actually,
on?
good question, because that's where like my love for Syrah was developed. I had known we'd done Syrah really well around here, but Northern Rhone Valley, Côte Rôtie notably, is like the most famous region in the world for Syrah. So yeah, I got to drink these world-class wines that at the time I didn't really understand the gravity of how famous these guys were and these wines were. And, but yeah, just found myself really enjoying my time there, and kind of developing the idea early on that I want to come home and kind of
do
try to
it.
recreate this.
Yeah.
But
So is there something significantly different? Because you said you went over there to see how they make wine versus how wine is made
just
here.
a cultural change. So in the wine world, you always hear about old world versus new.
Right.
We're the new world. Old world is Europe, and yeah, I just wanted to experience that, and viticulture and winemaking. It's all just a forever learning process. You don't ever know everything. You have to be very wary of people say that they know it all. I think in general, but definitely in the wine industry, because we're always learning. We're always trying new things, and I think that's what keeps my interest kind of captivated. Is there's always new things coming up. But yeah, just to learn how they do things, and I think my favorite part of living over there is just the people I met,
Yeah.
relationships made, and obviously learning's great, and got a master's degree out of it. That's great, but the relationships I made over there are like my favorite part. I joke that I don't ever go on Facebook, because I don't, but I keep it just to maintain connection with all my
them.
foreign friends.
Yeah.
So-
Do you think they'll ever come out and visit?
Oh yeah, definitely. A few of them have already.
Oh,
Like,
really? And they've tried your wines, and
a few of them, yeah. If they come out, they're definitely trying El Vinero. That's for sure. That's half the reason they're here.
So in France, I feel like it's Champagne is like that's where they created Champagne, right? Other than
Yeah, I mean,
Prosecco?
Champagne is just one area of France, and Prosecco is actually Italian. So.
Yeah, so it's like I heard that like in France, that's where Champagne like is like true Champagne.
Well, now you're getting into a little bit of a wine politics. So yeah.
leave it to Amanda.
It was called Champagne in California for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Until the French got pissed and said, no, that's our wine.
Yeah.
And the few wineries in California that are pretty much all French owned can still call their champagne.
Yeah.
The rest of us have to call it sparkling.
Okay, yeah, that was my
Like
question.
other
'cause
regions
there's,
of
like,
France, they call it Cremant, or they call it different things. But in order to be called champagne, it has to be grown in Champagne.
Okay, yeah, that's what I had heard. I was in the restaurant industry, and so they were very clear on like whether it's Champagne or sparkling wine. So I was just curious because you actually went to France, if that's something that they specified there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a couple friends from Champagne, and yeah, it's
It's awesome.
the only place you can call it Champagne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very territorial.
Exactly.
So you mentioned Syrah is your favorite, which is what you wanted to produce. Is that why you're on the Central Coast? Because you mentioned that the Central Coast is a great place.
Not at all. I mean, I'm here because I'm from here, and I love where I live, and it was like totally an option to stay there and live there and work there. But I always had the intention to come home and work because this is where I wanted to, I don't know, settle down, and this is where I fell in love with it first. So I had always had intentions to come back here and try to do it. You know.
To literally plant your roots here.
Yeah, and trust me, I'm still in the process of trying to do it. Even though I have these bottles of wine here in this tasting room, like the grind continues. So
Yeah.
I realized what a gem we have here on the Central Coast. So
Yeah.
and the more I learned and the more I got better at viticulture, I just realized we have one of the best growing regions of the world here, and so diverse. So like I farm in Paso, I farm west of Paso on the coast in Cambria, I farm in Santa Maria. So just really touching on all the regions. And yeah, through the wine, that's what I try to do, is just express the region. So yeah.
Do you have a specific farm or region of this area that you prefer and like out of all of your different farms?
Prefer, I mean, I think Amanda just asked which one's your favorite, and I get asked that all the time. Like, none of them are my favorite. They're like my children, right? So they have a reason
But
why I
everybody has a
bottled
favorite.
each of them. You just can't talk about it.
Well, which one was your first? Like, what did you start with?
I mean, I started with El Vinero, and El Vinero is the plan, is just make really good wine out of grapes I'm farming.
Okay.
So I try to stick to that. I'm not afraid to go out and buy fruit if I need to, but I try to just stick to the vineyards I'm working with. So yeah, I mean, whatever we're farming at the time is what I'm going to be making wine out of.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm, blessed to work with all these different regions. I'm not tied to Paso Cab or
Got it.
Santa Maria Pinot or,
Yeah.
I really can have a plethora of varieties to work with and climates, and yeah, just have I guess the goal is to have a diversified lineup of wines to where I should have something for every palate.
Yeah.
If you don't like one, you'll find another one you like.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Is there any of your wines that sell more, like in this area? Like, obviously, we're in Old Orcutt. This is such a up and coming place. Like, I think it's a perfect
Actually,
place for you to
Jordan,
start.
are you the only one? He might be the only wine tasting.
I'm the
in
only
Old
winery
Orcutt?
in Old Orcutt. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other wine spots, I guess you call them, they're considered wine bars.
Yeah.
Right.
So they're retailers of other wineries. But it's still good to have wine bars in the region as well.
Yeah.
I think I think this is such a great foothold, especially you being the first, because this area I feel like is just going to be like Los Olivos.
Absolutely, and I feel
Yeah.
the same way. I mean, I get a little bit of I don't want to call it negative feedback, but questions from others in the industry, like, "Oh, why are you have a tasting room in Old Orcutt and not downtown Paso?" And it's
Yeah.
like,
Old
well,
Orcutt's
the rent's a lot cheaper, but more so, yeah, I have confidence in this area.
Yeah.
Along the lines of what you just said, it's an up and coming little town square, and you guys see it. We do the farmers market
Yeah.
together, and just people are starting to
See
go
it
out in
too.
Orcutt,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
mingle and enjoy
And
themselves.
people that
so.
haven't been to Old Orcutt in a while are coming here and they're like, "Oh, I didn't know this was here. I didn't know you were doing this.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you had a farmer's market. What? You have a winery right there?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's cool
And
to
there's
hear.
enough real estate here to expand, so I feel
Yes.
like it's gonna become like a downtown.
Yeah.
Kind of like not as not as big as Paso because it's a smaller town, but it will be like a downtown. I feel like
Yeah,
eventually.
and there's things in the works that are gonna help that,
become a destination.
to fruition.
Yeah, and it'll be cool that you'll be the first like actual winery that had a tasting spot. You'll be like,
Hopefully, I'm still around by the time that comes.
Oh, you will.
Or maybe I'll be off on some big vineyard venue.
Yeah, you'll be traveling through Greece because you're making so much money.
That's the goal.
Let's put that out there.
That's funny.
Okay, so I have a very important question. Can we get some more wine?
Absolutely.
And then tell us what you're pouring.
You're in the right place.
Speaking of what you're pouring, that label is absolutely gorgeous. So I would like to know a little bit more.
Yeah,
about
this
that
is
as well.
arguably our most important label. I call this wine Vinifarm Cuvée. It's named after my farming vineyard management company.
As a
Kinda-
wine club member, this is my favorite.
Okay.
I'm not just saying.
You're allowed to have favorites. I'm not allowed to have favorites. But yeah, I think this wine arguably tells the story of El Vinero and me and what I do best. Vinifarm is a farming company, like I said. That's how we source all the fruit. But most notably, I use the logo for both companies. So it's a V. It's actually a shoot tip of a Syrah vine. But see it on our hats, you see it on our trucks, and you see it on this bottle. But yeah, it's basically meant to tell the story of El Vinero and Vinifarm and kind of how this all came to be.
Wait, how are we supposed to like professionally drink a glass of wine? Like, how do you taste it?
First smell it.
don't really know.
First smell it. Or sorry. First look at the color.
Okay.
Then you smell. And then you swirl.
So good.
And then you smell again.
What does it mean when you say, look at the legs on that one?
It's the tannins, right?
No, legs is just it's a sign of alcohol content. That's really all it is.
So the more lines, the better.
Nice
When
legs.
you hear people say it has nice legs, more often than not, they don't know what they're talking about.
Exactly. That's kind of what I figured.
point.
It's probably
know what I like.
it's the version of wine drinkers.
But yeah, after you
Tastes
after you do the swirl and smell, then you can do the sip.
Kind of like the bend and snap.
Yeah.
The swirl and snip. Or sip, yeah. Snip.
Pour and snip. That sounds dangerous.
We might want to cut that one.
Oh, we're leaving that.
That's so funny.
Sip. I love it.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
But yeah, I mean, each bottle of wine should tell a story. If it doesn't, producer maybe is doing something wrong. But yeah, I don't have a favorite wine. They all just tell their own story. I might have a favorite wine at the time of day, but
Yeah.
I get the question all the time at pourings and here in the tasting room, and that's my answer. I don't have a favorite. They're all my babies. But yeah, they wouldn't make it in the bottle if I didn't like to drink them myself. So.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite label that is your favorite story behind the way the label was made?
They're all good. Every label does have a story.
Do you have someone that like draws your labels?
So they're all actually they're all photos I've taken out of the vineyard. They're either
wow.
a direct photo or they're a compilation of photos put together. Like obviously I said it earlier, this V is the shoot tip of a Syrah vine. This Syrah onshore flow, it's actually a shot of from the hills of Cambria overlooking like Morro Bay. See the Morro Rock, 46 West and Cayucas. So really just gives you a sense of place. Like I said, we're growers first, so I try to spotlight the vineyard and what we do in the vineyard, but they also all have their own little story. This one's probably the coolest story. I have one of my guys here pruning a Grenache vine. Call this wine Super G. It's a blend of Grenache and Graciano, but that's not really where the Super G comes from. It's actually named after my grandmother. All her great grandkids call her Super G, so that's her wine. This one, Laz, although it has a Zinfandel vine on it. Paso was built on head train Zinfandel, but I call this wine Laz, named after my first foreman. So he was the guy that helped me start this company and helped me grow, helped me make wine. So he unfortunately had to move away at the end of 2018. So I made a bottle of wine.
Nice.
named
That
after
is
him. Yeah.
really cool how you designed all the labels, but did you come up with that yourself? Like, what brought you to thinking
I mean,
of,
I
I want
did.
to take photos of
I
like the
did, and I
vineyards?
have no shame in somewhat bragging about that, because naming these wines
That's
is
unique.
honestly, might be the hardest part.
Yeah, or coming up with even like the ideas for the labels of like photos of your vineyards or your
Right,
farm. Like
and
that's
Like the
so
hearts.
unique and
Finding a name
different.
of the wine that's catchy, that's not
Mm-hmm.
already used, that's is gonna stick vintage after vintage.
Mm-hmm.
But
But means something to you.
yeah, I mean, the only wines I don't name are the single varietal names or single varietal wines, and that's just I'm just trying to exhibit the variety. Like I have a Grenache and I have a Cab.
Yeah.
So I just kind of let those wines speak for themselves.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's an awesome story. I love that.
Should we get into some like fun questions?
Sure.
this is your rodeo.
I want to just kind of show off the Jordan Crabtree winemaker personality.
Ooh.
It may be like rapid fire
Careful.
question.
We're in dangerous territory right now.
Yet.
He's like, let me chug this and we'll do another and I'll get back to you.
Okay, I have like just a very simple one. At the end of like a super long, maybe hot day out at the vineyard, what is your drink of choice when you get home? And it doesn't have to be wine.
Oh, it's definitely not wine. It's an ice cold Coors Light.
Good old silver bullet.
Silver Mountains or Blue Mountains.
It's a palate cleanser.
Mountains are blue.
Mountains have to be blue. Yeah.
Aw, okay, I'm here for that. Oh, Becca, the tasting.
Hi, Becca.
Tasting manager is here. She's legit.
No, that's okay.
We'll keep that in. Don't worry. Okay, what else? What other questions do we have for Jordan?
Okay, if one of your wines had a dating profile name, what would be its name?
Oh, I like that.
Well, I would just give it its own name. I mean, that's an easy one. I have a newer blend called Night Moves. So,
Wait, what is that a blend of?
Syrah and Tannat. Yeah, I've only done 2 vintages of it, but I think in that sense it speaks for itself.
Yeah. I wonder how that got its name.
I feel like you would
Definitely a Bob Seger pun in there, but it's actually named after kind of what we do in the vineyard. We do all of our harvest work at night, and that's actually the label. Is just a photo of us harvesting at night with the light tower and a nice big full moon in the back. But
Yeah.
it's a fun wine.
Yeah.
It's a big,
Yeah.
dark, lush wine. So I think however you interpret the name, it works.
Yeah, no, that's a perfect name.
Perfect name.
Perfect profile.
We didn't expect that.
I'd swipe right.
And swipe right.
Yeah, swipe right on that wine for sure.
keep that one right up.
That's so funny.
I just wanted to say that I've actually experienced this winery myself. I live in Orcutt. It's such a great family place, especially when there's a lot going down on things in Old Orcutt, and families will be here. People will call. We all meet up. I've been to private parties here. They're really, really exciting. So I think everybody really should come out and bring your family, meet your friends. There's a lot going on at this little venue here and
Absolutely.
wine tasting room, and it's really enjoyable. So I just wanted to bring my little bit of experience that I've had
Yeah,
here.
no, thank you.
I've enjoyed it a lot.
I love having the private events here. Obviously, I love having this place full, but
Yeah.
from the customer standpoint, it gives them like a memory. This place is like they have their baby shower here. They have, their bridal shower here, their birthday.
Yeah.
Like they remember where they had it, and it becomes a special place for them. And yeah, we've had repeat customers, so they're like, we had so much fun. We want to do our next party here. I'm like, bring it on.
It's exciting.
It's
It
so
was
nice.
so exciting.
And you even did an event with 805 Charcuterie you had mentioned to us earlier.
Yeah,
Tell us a little about that.
absolutely. 805 Charcuterie. Mark and Lindsay Jackson, good friends of mine, long time. Earlier this year, we did a Valentine's Day themed winemaker dinner. Honestly, one of the best meals, 5-course meals I've ever had. And Mark Jackson, the owner, is one of the best chefs I've ever came across, and I didn't realize that before until that night. But yeah, we're definitely going to do another one of those. So shout out to Mark and Lindsay over at 805. They just opened the Roost Deli as well.
Oh wow!
So they're working their butts off and kind of contributing to this town and just the whole vibe and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why it's so nice to get your name out there, because then you get to collaborate with other people in the area, restaurants, other wineries, other places like that. And then you actually, like, you didn't know, like you said, he was an amazing, as amazing of a chef as he was, and you got to experience that, and now you get to elaborate.
And it's cool to help promote like other people's crafts too.
Yeah.
We have a sourdough making class coming up with Marley George and her. What is it called? Cowboy Cravings.
Wow.
Yeah, sold out with a waiting list.
Are you
So
gonna do another one?
yeah,
Okay.
per Natalie's request, we're gonna do a whole nother event. So yeah, just trying to, just like we spotlight the vineyards and wine growers, we're trying to spotlight other people who are working hard at their craft.
Yeah.
Yeah, and trying to build their
make
business
something.
just like you.
Yep.
It's great.
And we want to talk about it. Oops, look at that. I'm already.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Excited.
It wouldn't be the first drop spit.
Yeah. But it's good because now we get to talk about other people that are in the Central Coast too, that are running their businesses, and what's great about them
And just living here.
And we can have them on the show too.
Yeah,
It'll be fun.
exactly.
What's so great about Central Coast too is everybody's just so supportive of other different businesses, and like with us being on the board for the farmers market.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Every week we just see that every month when it's hosted, is how the community just comes together, and this event just brings everyone in, and it's been really cool to see. So
Yeah, we're trying
Yeah,
to get
no, I mean, farmers market, just to touch on that, like I did it last year as well, and just continuing to do it this year, seeing the growth and like the interest taken into it.
Yeah.
Like we have more vendors, we have more of everything this year, more attendance. So yeah, it's becoming its own little thing.
Yeah, we got to get it as big as like Slow and Avila.
That's the goal. That's the hope.
Like
Yeah.
live bands.
have,
How
like, wine tasting
fun.
there.
Yeah.
we have live bands at every farmers market, and like
It's
you
on its
said,
way,
every
yeah.
time
Yeah.
we get like new vendors with every month that it goes by. So this will be our last one coming up
Yeah.
next week, September
We're
17th.
flirting with the idea
Flirting
to
with
do
that.
an October one, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Because
Awesome.
Halloween
Yeah.
is coming up, and
Yeah.
it's still like a fun month to.
Yeah.
And we have
Celebrate
Indian
fall.
summers here. It's
Yeah.
comes
We
late
can
for us.
elongate it just a little longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too pro. We'll figure it out. Well, I just want to say cheers.
Cheers.
Thank
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much
cheers,
for
you
taking
guys.
your
Thank you for
time.
having us.
Sitting down, we could talk to you forever.
I
We
know.
could drink this cuvee forever because it's so good. But
Yeah. Any other questions? I mean,
No.
cool.
where can people find you on social media?
El Vinero Wine. Yeah. Instagram's probably the best way.
At El Vinero?
Yeah. Just at El Vinero Wine.
Perfect. Or you can come to the tasting room, which is located exactly where?
Definitely come into Old Orcutt, 130A North Broadway. Orcutt. Make sure you type in Orcutt, otherwise
Yeah.
it'll take you to the north side of Santa Maria. That's happened to people before.
Most easily, because everybody
Yeah.
knows behind Orchid Liquor, essentially.
Yeah, or behind Elmer's. That's probably,
Yeah,
the,
Elmer's, right
probably the
behind
most
Elmer's.
well-known landmark.
Landmark.
You
Yeah.
come here first, you go to Elmer's next.
I tell people we're behind Elmer's. They're like, in the alley? I'm like, yeah, we're across the alley, but yeah, close. Yeah.
And what are your hours and the days that you're open?
Thursday to Sunday. Thursday and Friday we're 2 to 8. Saturday we're 12 to 8, and Sunday we're 11 to 5.
So you're open late. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, Orcutt you kind of have to be like.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's kind of when this little town square comes alive. Is people
Yeah.
get off work, they go to dinner, they go have a drink. So
Yeah.
yeah, our goal in that sense is to be your stop before dinner or after dinner.
Exactly.
But in reality, you can order from Bellaforno here and just spend your whole night here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that you are open till 8, because a lot of people, they want to go wine tasting, and everywhere closes at 4 to 5. And so there's not like a place that's open just for wine like a little bit later where you can just hang out if you don't want to have food, you know?
Yeah.
And I kind of have an unwritten soft closing rule. So if you're here having a good time, we're not going to close the doors on you. We're
Yeah.
going
Right.
to probably hang out and drink with you.
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
glad I knew that because I didn't know that.
I
before.
didn't either,
So
yeah.
that's something great. Like, that's awesome.
I'll be here till 9 o'clock.
For wine club members, if you become a wine club member, you release. When's your next release coming up?
We're shooting for October. Yeah.
You have really fun parties for wine releases. It's
Yeah, and we
most fun little community of live music and stuff.
we really promote for our wine club members to come in and hang out regularly. So you get 2 free tastings each week, or 2 glasses. We want to see your faces and
Each week?
each week.
Wow,
crazy.
yeah.
I didn't know that, and I'm a member. Oh my goodness!
The more you know, baby.
Had 2 free glasses.
You need to
each
come
week.
in more
Oh
often.
my goodness!
We're drinking
All
them right now.
I'll see you next week, guys.
Yeah.
He's like, you're cut off.
These
I
are
shared a
these are
bottle
on
with you.
These are on Natalie.
That's
Aw,
funny.
It's so good to sit
Yeah.
here and talk about your wines, and I hope that we can do it again. When you
Amanda needs a refill.
I know, I'm
How many
sorry.
people we need
It's
to
just
Don't
too
be
good.
sorry.
I keep drinking it. There's a hole in my glass.
Awesome. Thank you.
Cheers, you guys.
All
All right, cheers to you
Cheers to
and
you.
the success of
Oh,
your
I'm good.
business.
I was gonna say you're making me reach for the sky.
Vinero.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And Old Orcutt on the
Yeah.
Central
You
Coast.
guys make eye contact?
Yeah.
Oh,
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 no.
we didn't. Oh,
We were being very rude.
Behind on our
I
lessons.
know.
My European friends are
We
gonna be
got it.
proud.
What
I
about
know.
a nod? Is a nod like extra bonus?
Yeah. You need to bow.
Right on.
Thank you for joining us as usual.
cheers.